Hey everybody, Kim here with Little Biz Resources, and today let's look at how to automate your e-commerce business. We're specifically going to look at 3 automation methods for e-commerce. The first one is connections and integrations. The second one, print on demand and drop shipping, and the third one is marketing. And I should say these are not always exclusive, but they're the 3 different topics we're going to explore. So let's look at the first one, connections and integrations. Now, automation occurs once these are connected or integrated. Right? So let's look at e-commerce connections like marketplaces or your website. So let's say you're on the Merchlet marketplace, which is our new marketplace, and you're like, hey, I want to connect with Etsy. We will have the capability, not right this second, but soon, that you can connect or integrate both Merchlet marketplace with your Etsy shop, right? Now, what makes that important is inventory management. And that's because if you are doing any type of inventory and you're like, hey, I don't want to have to manually update this on other areas, right? So if you're selling on eBay and you're selling on Etsy and you're selling on Amazon and you're selling on Merchlet, you go, hey, I don't want to update the inventory manually in each one of these because that takes too much time, right? That's the whole point of automation. We want to make it go faster. So that's what we do. We say, okay, we've got these integrations. The integrations and connections, they have the rules and they should update as long as everything's connected correctly. Now let's look at, so CRM is customer relationship management tools, and there's a lot of different those, but a lot of different tools for those. But email marketing is one, I kind of separated it out, but it is a type of CRM, and that is one that is extremely popular and in and of itself is its own automation, which we'll talk about in a little bit. So other supporting connections and integrations, again, print on demand, like I said, they're not necessarily separate, but that is one that you should consider as a connection as well. And then membership opportunities as well. Those are some ideas. Now, these are not exclusive. There's plenty of other integrations and connections that are out there. These are just some to give you an idea of how automation works. If you think about how, if you connect all of these and they're automatically talking to each other and doing the different tasks that you need on those, then that could, of course, make a big difference in your business. All right, print on demand, drop shipping automation. Now, the idea behind this is that it automates the e-commerce process because you have suppliers providing the product and shipping directly to customers. So you're not holding inventory. Okay, that's what makes this an automation. Now, with print on demand, your role is to create designs, and we've set up automation if you're using our print on demand preferred resource. Then we have training on how you can automatically set up file sizes and everything else. So you can use automation in that as well. Promote products, of course, we'll be using marketing automation for that. And then place orders automatically as long as you're using the right print on demand. And we'll talk more about how to do this in a little bit. Now, drop shipping. Now, in drop shipping, you have to identify products and suppliers. Now, I'm sure that there are things on Shopify, and I looked on Shopify and on the apps and stuff, but I didn't see any that were exceptional, but we do have an automation in Kibo with drop shipping. So if you're a Kibo member, then that might be something, you want to make sure you are paying attention to because they have the automation built in where they can help you identify products and suppliers. Then, and if you're not a Kibo member, then there is a link in the description where you can learn more. You need to also promote products, again, marketing automation, and then place orders automatically as long as you have that set up. Now, some of you that have been around the Little Biz Resources world for a little while are probably wondering about white label with fulfillment warehouses. Now, this is an excellent business model. I've made a lot of money in the past doing this. An example is Amazon FBA, or Fulfilled by Amazon, right? And that's because when you're doing Amazon, you're selling on Amazon, if you're doing FBA, you're providing the products to Amazon warehouses, and then they fulfill the orders. That is a type of automation. And there are, and I should say, even if you don't think of Amazon and you're like, hey, I don't want to sell on there are plenty of third-party companies that do this as well. Right, like you could have your own website or be selling on Merchlet, and you could get your products and you could ship them to a third-party warehouse and they would fulfill your orders. That exists, right? That's out there. There's plenty of people that do that. But this is a lot more complex, and that's because you've got identifying products and manufacturers, which just that alone is a huge task. So if you're unfamiliar with it, or if you're just not really sure where to start, this is why we're not really using this as one of our primary automation methods. But I wanted to mention it because it is out there. Then, of course, you got logistical considerations, importing, legal implications, etc. So that's just something you need to understand about white label fulfillment warehouses, that you have a lot more work in it. But once you have it all set up, it would still be an automation. But there's also larger upfront costs than dropshipping or print on demand. And then I do have a link in the description for those of you who are interested in this model and want to learn more. It's a free training, so take a look at that if you're interested in that. All right, marketing automation. Now, I need to say this because at the time of recording this, there are some really good marketing methods out there. That's why I put not all best marketing methods. So if people go, oh yeah, this is best practice, they don't really have automation options. And an example of that would be Pinterest idea pins, right? Pinterest idea pins or Instagram reels. At the moment of recording this, there is no true automation method. There are some steps that you can take to help automate it, but there is no true automation method. So it's one of those, there is marketing automation, but there are some things you're going to have to eventually explore beyond automation. So there are some things you can implement automation where possible, right? Create Pinterest pins, not idea pins, but other pins. Facebook posts, Instagram posts, not reels, but regular posts. And then you can set up a syndication network. Now you can also automate various processes along the way to minimize the amount of work. So you can set up templates, and we'll explore this more in a minute, but I just wanted to kind of just get you thinking about there's a lot of automation that can take place inside marketing, and then eventually you'd probably add on virtual assistants as you make money, so that way it's not necessarily automated, but it's not in your hands anymore and it's still scalable. So why automate? Now, automation lets you increase your functionality and profits by minimizing the amount of your time it takes to make sales and increasing the reach in sales, right? So that's the whole point of this. Now, think about this. If you were to manually do everything, now Chrissy and I, we have our own e-commerce stores. Some of them are print on demand and some of them are drop shipping, but we also have ones that we physically fulfill products, right? We purchase product, we keep it on shelves, we package it and send it out when somebody does an order. If you're manually doing everything, and let's just say filling orders, and you can make $1,000 a day because you can only do so many orders in a day before you run out of time, right? Now, if you were to automate the process, you can typically make 10 times, 20 times, or even more than that, than whatever your maximum is in a day, simply because you can do more, right? So that usually, we have to run some math on that and everything, but for the most part, if you are manually doing everything, you're going to max out, right? So, and the same thing with marketing. Let's say you're doing the marketing, it takes you 40 hours a week. Well, if you are doing all the marketing and then you're filling the orders, you can only do so much marketing and so many orders before you start to cap out on how much you can make. Now, automation lets you scale your business, right? You can scale your business when you have automation because you just increase your resources in the automation, or, you just add more products or whatever it is. So automation lets you scale your business. It gives you back your time to do what you want and lets you make more money as you scale. So what you want to do might be increase your business. So you might not be doing any less work in your business, but instead of having to do all of the tasks when you add in automation, you get the opportunity to build your company faster and better, really. All right, so how to add integrations and connections. So first of all, you need to kind of determine what you want to connect. And then you need to find third-party software like Integrately, and I have a link in the description. And Integrately is really good with connecting with various, channels so that you can connect different elements. So an example of this is, let's say you wanted to connect, your WordPress or your WooCommerce store, right? And you wanted to connect it with your email marketing. You could do that through a third-party app like Integrately or third-party software. So another option is you can sell on the Merchant Marketplace. That's our marketplace. Again, this is not available right this second. You can't do integrations right now, but within the next 2 months or so, we're adding integrations and connections to other marketplaces. So for example, you're on Merchlet, you can integrate with your shop on Etsy, you can integrate with eBay, you can integrate with Amazon, you can integrate with, email marketing resources, you can integrate with, a variety of things. And I'll have a whole different video that talks about that. So if that's something that, and print on demand, I forgot to mention that we will have a connection to print on demand. So another option is you can research and find alternatives based on where you currently sell. So if you sell on Shopify, you would want connections and integrations that work on Shopify, right? If you're on Amazon, good luck. There are some resources out there, some third-party software that will connect to it, but they're limited, and that's because Amazon has significant rules and restrictions on what you can and can't do. So, once you kind of know where you sell and what you want to do, you can just research it and find ones that are there. Simple Google searches will give you plenty of results. So how to implement print on demand or drop shipping automation. So for print on demand, choose a print on demand company. We like Printful. Got a link in the description for you. Choose platforms that connect with your chosen print on demand company. For example, Printful will connect with our marketplace. It also connects with Etsy, Amazon. I believe it connects with eBay. It connects with a lot of different places. And depending on what you want to do and how you're doing it, you can look at Printful for more information. That link's in the description. Now for drop shipping, again, there are plenty of options depending on what you want to do. Because again, if you're on Shopify, you might have some options on there. But we recommend Kibo, and it's only available once a year. So if that's something you're interested in, click the link in the description to learn more about that. How to create marketing automations. One of the tools that I use regularly is called IFTTT or IFT. You can create automated posts using RSS feeds or connections built into IFTTT. So again, we're talking, you still have connections, connections and integrations with IFTTT or IFT, and that will let you automate a lot of your marketing options. Then there are scheduling tools. It's not 100% automated again, but you can use scheduling tools built into platforms. So Facebook has its own scheduling tools in there. Instagram has, I think, scheduling capabilities. Pinterest has scheduling capabilities. YouTube has scheduling capabilities, right? So you can just, make the material in advance and schedule it out. Or you can use third-party software like Publer. It's free. There's a link in the description, or they have a free level that you can get access to in the link in the description. Then you can use templates to maximize efficiency for building the actual posts, the videos, the assets. Canva is free, and the free level of Canva is perfect, right? I use that. I don't pay for Canva. I use the free level, and it works wonderful and amazing. I use it all the time. I almost use it every day, I'm pretty sure. Now, email marketing is its own automation, right? If you're using an email marketing software, that is a type of automation as long as you've got the right kind. Of course, there's lots of big ones. I'll put a link to the one that we prefer in the description in case you are looking for an email marketing platform. Use your email marketing for automation after you capture emails, because that's how you're going to maximize your marketing reach, is when you are constantly in front of your audience, right? Now, how often is a discussion for another time, but email marketing is critical, and it is a great automation tool for marketing. All right, so here are a few tips. The Merchlet Marketplace is your home. Check out the overview video of where we plan to go within the next few months. I'll have a link in the description. And if you are interested in dropshipping, make sure you explore Kibo now. It's open. I think it's on pre-sale as I'm posting this. But if you are checking this out later, then just click the link in the description and we'll see, if we can connect you with whatever resources are available at the time. Then automation, something to keep in mind, is typically a one-time setup and minimal upkeep, right? So think about IFTTT. You make the connections and you're going to minimally have to go back in and either reconnect stuff, or maybe want to tweak it as you go. But it's definitely worth implementing and learning as you go, because it saves you time. All right, so sign up to our marketplace. The Merchlet Marketplace is open for alpha and then beta users, so there will be a link in the description for more information. And again, links for everything mentioned in this video are in the description. Sign up for free e-commerce training. I didn't mention that, but in case you wondered, the link is in the description. You can also join our Facebook group and then come live each week and ask questions, and check the channel banner for when that is. And I thank you for watching.